Welcome to Talk About Topeka Live here at the Topeka Performing Arts Center. We have a great segment for you on our Food Flair and Fun. We have chocolate. We've got Nick Xidis, the owner of Hazel Chocolate, brought to you by The Break Room here in downtown Topeka. I'm your host, Chris Schultz, and I want to thank you so much for joining us, Nick.
You bet. Thanks,
It's
Chris.
a pleasure being your neighbor down the street here, and I come in probably a little too often.
No, there's no such as too often.
We've had you on the show here before, the first time for our live show.
Yep.
But I wanted to let everybody know about how you guys got started, because you and Terry, your wife, run this incredible business in downtown Topeka, and it's grown. And let's talk back to the beginning of where this idea for this store came from.
So this started in 2005 is when we opened on St. Patrick's Day of all days.
That's a big day to open.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a somewhat similar to my grandfather's candy shop in Clinton, Iowa. But we wanted to put something nice downtown that offered things that he would have made in his shop, made in small batches by hand, and to create, kind of like you've done, a nice place in downtown Topeka where folks would be comfortable coming, and just like you guys, we provide a great product that folks can really be proud to experience as well.
Absolutely. And in the product that you sell brings smiles, right? Like it
Absolutely.
just brings good to people, right?
Absolutely.
It's good. And you came into the chocolate business via the IT business, right?
Yeah, I was. We actually came to Topeka because I was hired by Security Benefit. At the time, they were forming a new company called SE2, and I was part of the management group that helped form SE2 and take it out from Security Benefit. It was about a year after that we ended up opening up Hazel Hill Chocolate in downtown.
And then now you're full time with it.
Yep.
There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
left Security Benefit SE2 in 2015, and we now make chocolate full time.
That's pretty cool. And this is, the traditions here as we talk about your dad owned a candy store.
Well, my dad was an engineer. My grandfather.
Your grandfather, yeah.
Was a Greek immigrant, and when you came to the United States at that time before World War I, your ethnic community kind of took care of you and helped you get launched when you came to the United States. And the Greek community, one of the things they could teach you was an apprenticeship in candy making.
Wow.
So he apprenticed in New York, and when he finished that, it was pretty clear they didn't want you opening up down the street.
Yeah.
So he moved to Clinton, Iowa, and didn't quite make it into candy right away. He steamed and boxed hats for a few years to get started, and then was a partner in a hot dog stand for a little while, and then he ended up opening his own candy shop, and it was kind of one of the local high school hangouts and kind of a neat place to go. So not exactly like our shop, but certainly very similar, and a lot of what we know how to make came from the traditions that he supplied.
And the recipes and all that got handed down, right?
Well, we have some recipes that are family recipes, but a lot of them are things that we've had to refine and research. You can imagine when you're making 50, 60 pounds of something, it's not the same as making 4 cups.
Yeah, yeah. And you've taken chocolate to another level. Like if you want to nerd out about chocolate, this is the place to go, because you're getting chocolate from all over the place, and you're having tastings and doing cool stuff with it.
We are, and about a year and a half ago, we looked for a growth opportunity, and we found it in actually importing the cacao beans from around the world. And last fall, we launched a new product of artisan grade chocolate bars that come from origins around the world. Right now we have Peru, we have a Venezuelan, Madagascar, and Vietnam. And right now I'm working on one from Nicaragua that we hope to have out a little bit later. And each one of those cacao beans produces a chocolate with a unique set of flavors. So similar to coffee or wine or those type of things, where it produces a flavor that is specific to that origin. Chocolate actually does the same thing. So we're having great success with that. We can just about keep up with the demand for it.
What would you say is the number one thing you guys sell?
Probably the most sold product's going to be a Snickers caramel apple.
Oh, how can you go wrong with that?
You can't. I mean, it's a Granny Smith apple with caramel, and then we layer on some peanut butter candy on top of that and some Snickers bars, which are made here in Topeka as well. And then we put a little more chocolate on the outside just to make sure we've kind of got it covered.
As an interviewer, I have to act like I don't know what that is so you can explain it, but I know it real well. I like the Snickers apples. They're pretty good stuff.
Yeah, we make a lot of those.
And the fudge, I love the fudge.
Fudge is good.
Yep, it's good stuff.
And really anything with our made-from-scratch caramel is going to be a winner.
And it's the first time I've ever been to a place where someone can have a thing called a thing, and I love it. Like that.
Well, we actually came up with that candy, Chris, and didn't have a name for it. And we ran a little customer contest to name that product. And the most popular name was Give Me That Thing. And so it stuck, and
that's it.
That's it. It's a thing.
So now you have to go try the things. Absolutely.
Yep.
So.
And the great thing about a thing is, you know, we have a premium end where we're doing our artisan grade chocolate. Look at things $1, right? So a kid can come in with $1 and get something that's, I don't know if it's good for them. Let's just say that it is.
We won't say that on camera, but it's real good.
It's really good.
Well, that's my friend Nick Xidis from Hazel Hill Chocolates. Find out all the information about them, like their Facebook page. HazelHillChocolate.com is their website, and you can find their store at 724 South Kansas Avenue. That's our Food Flair and Fun segment, brought to you by the Break Room right down the street, of course. And I am partial to that place, of course.
Any nutrition you get from the Break Room, we can fix
That's
that
right. For you. From comedy shows to special events and private parties, the Break Room is Topeka's best place to gather to make memories with your friends. So check it out, breakroomdowntown.com is that website. Nick, I want to thank you so much, and I'll be safe.
You bet, Chris. Thank you.
Have a great one.